Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
That breaking news happening in Roseville tonight, where a body was found in the bed of a truck that was involved in a hit-and-run crash. Police say the driver of the truck hit another car, then took off running.
This is happening at the intersection of Hayes Road and Common. That's north of 12 Mile. Victor Williams is there for us live, and Victor, police are looking for that driver.
Yes, that is correct, Jason and Kimberly. This one is a real shocker. This is the intersection Common and Hayes where all of this took place. As you can see, traffic is back to normal. But police are trying to figure out how this man that was dead in the back of the pickup truck ended there to begin with.
Our officers were dispatched to a regular traffic crash.
That's what Roseville Police Chief Ryan Monroe says officers thought when handling an accident at Common and Hayes around 12:15 Thursday. That's until it leads to a grisly discovery, a body inside of a pickup truck involved in that crash.
They checked the pickup truck for information. When they opened up the bed of the pickup truck, they found a deceased person in the bed of the truck.
Roseville police are now looking for the driver of that pickup truck, who witnesses say took off running shortly after, rear-ending another vehicle.
We have a good idea who we think he is. We're still looking for him, and we're still looking for him at this time.
Police say the body was inside the bed of the pickup. An investigation has been started looking into just how he died.
We have no idea the age of the deceased at this time. We believe it was just a regular rear-end traffic crash. We don't believe at this time that the deceased has anything to do with the accident. We think the body was already in the back of the truck prior to the accident. All that is speculation at this point. I don't have enough information to say one way or the other.
And police are looking for any type of footage that can lead them to finding this person that they're looking for. If you are watching and you know anything, of course, call the Roseville Police Department. For now, we are reporting live. Victor Williams, Local 4.
Hey, Victor, our other top story tonight, the family of Patrick Lyoya coming face to face with the former Grand Rapids police officer who's charged with murdering their son.
Our Jacqueline Francis in Grand Rapids tonight for us. And Jacqueline, you were in the courtroom all day for this key hearing in this case.
Yeah, Jason and Kimberly, this has been an incredibly difficult day for Patrick Lyoya's family, something we saw play out on their faces in the courtroom today. All while the prosecution and defense called multiple witnesses to the stand, from fellow police officers to bystanders, giving us a glimpse of what this case could look like should it go before a jury. Stepping into the courtroom for the first time, the Grand Rapids police officer charged in the killing of Patrick Lyoya was backed by rows of family coming out in support. The former officer appearing for a preliminary examination in Grand Rapids Thursday, facing a second-degree murder charge after fatally shooting Lyoya during a struggle after a traffic stop in April. The passenger in the car with Lyoya, one of the first to take the stand.
Okay, so when I see him in the office, I started wrestling. I know something was wrong, so that's when I took my phone and then started recording.
That cell phone video now key evidence in the case, showing the two struggle over a taser before Schur shoots Lyoya in the back of the head.
Patrick was always in the motion of getting away like a runaway slave.
A witness who lived nearby testified to what he saw before and after.
But he looked just as shocked.
The witness said Schur appeared to do everything he could to get Lyoya to comply up until the fatal shot was fired, a moment he only saw on video.
The execution style is what changed it for him.
The former officer turned defendant remained focused throughout the hearing, listening to testimony and closely watching the videos play out, the same videos that brought Lyoya's grieving mother to tears. Who was in control of the taser and whether the officer acted in self-defense is at the center of this case. The defense calling in an expert of their own, analyzing the video frame by frame.
So now both individuals each have a right hand on the taser.
Again, today was just a preliminary hearing where the judge decides whether there's sufficient evidence to take this case to trial. All of the testimony did wrap up today, but court will reconvene tomorrow, where the attorneys are expected to make their arguments before the judge. Reporting live in Grand Rapids tonight, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
All right, Jackie, we appreciate it. Also here at 5, we're getting new insight into just how bad the backlog is in the Wayne County court system.
Yeah, so here's the big headline. Jury trials are getting scheduled all the way into 2024. Sean Lee is live downtown at the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice. And Sean, I mean, 14 months, that's a long time for a case to be in limbo.
Certainly is. We're live downtown, and you can kind of see what's happening here on my left here. Wayne County Jail, people in there month after month. Can't get across the street here to Frank Murphy Hall of Justice, that's Circuit Court, to be judged by a jury. No court here in 2020 due to the pandemic. Half of 2021, cases have built up. We just spoke with the chief judge here, and he says the priority is getting the people who have been sitting in jail month after month before a jury as soon as possible.
It has been a problem, obviously, taking care of the backlog, but we are making progress now with the priority on those who have been in the Wayne County Jail.
That's Wayne County Circuit Court Chief Judge Timothy Kenny talking about such a massive backlog of jury trials Wayne County courts are dealing with. Some charged with major crimes have been sitting in jail waiting for their trials since the pandemic began. And trials are being scheduled out into the year 2024. Attorney Todd Perkins breaks it down.
These are circumstances that are unavoidable. We've had a lengthy time with the pandemic, a lengthy time not having to have jury trials. And it's just, it's an incredible backlog that no one ever could have foreseen.
The pandemic hitting businesses hard, hitting schools, students hard, and the Wayne County court system. Judge Kenny and Attorney Perkins telling us that judges, lawyers, clerks, all working overtime just to make a dent in the case backlog.
You're going to have to prioritize. And the priority are people who are in custody. Priority are people who are the more serious and violent cases. So I know there's a prioritization that goes on, but at the end of the day, I mean, people demand a trial and they're going to get it. It's just, you know, it's unfortunate about these circumstances.
Some 2,300 cases, all judges and courts are trying to plow through here in Wayne County. The chief judge says those cases didn't pile up, Kimberly, overnight, and it's not going to take overnight to get through them. It's going to take a lot of time, but they are trying. Back to you.
2,300 cases, that's a lot. And some cases are being dismissed, Sean.
Some cases, yeah, growing so old, witnesses fall off, don't show up. In those cases, usually nonviolent offenses do get dropped.
Yeah, okay. Sean, thanks.
Well, I suppose it's a good news, bad news deal. The bad news, you did not win last night's $700 million Powerball jackpot. Nobody did, which means Friday night's drawing is worth $800 million. That's good. And I'll raise you a little spectacular news because somebody around here did win $1 million last night. Megan Woods live in Dearborn, where that winning ticket was sold. Hey, Megan.
Hey, Jason. So yes, we're at the Shell on Greenfield near Warren in Dearborn, and it's getting a lot of attention. But when we talk to people in the neighborhood, they're telling us that this has always been a lucky gas station, and it's something the owner here is very proud of. Plaques like this are in the window saying they have sold 1 million lottery tickets in 2021 and the year before that.
It's always my gas station. It is always lucky, you know?
There's just something about this gas station.
The people, I have the people that come from all over to see me.
The gas prices are nice, but Angel Johnson says that's not it.
I have gotten gas here before, but most of the time I play my lottery.
It's the luck. And we're not just talking about yesterday's drawing for the $1 million Powerball.
I have hit $10,000 playing here at this gas station before.
And she comes back every single day. Her husband, too.
I feel like I'm going to be lucky here. You know, the guy's really nice. And, you know, every time you play your lottery, he always says, good luck.
Owner Hussein Sharaf does tell everyone good luck, but this week he underestimated the power of his words.
I have a lot of people that win, but how much they want? 5,000, 10,000 is maximum.
Now he waits for that lucky person to cash in their winning ticket because he gets a bonus.
They couldn't find the ticket or nobody cash it, I won't get nothing.
In the meantime, some customers can't help but to think, what if?
If I was to play lottery every single day, you know, it could have been me because I'm here almost every single day.
While others are hoping this is just the beginning of a very fortunate streak.
Now I'm more confident. I think I'll play today.
And I'm one of those people who are hoping for a lucky streak. I couldn't resist hearing everyone saying on and off camera how lucky this gas station is. I had to buy a ticket myself. The drawing for that $800 million is this Saturday. And if you're watching and you did win that $1 million, you need to contact Michigan Lottery. Live in Dearborn, I'm Megan Woods, Local 4.
Yeah, he needs to get the rest of that cash for that winning ticket. All right, Megan, thanks. You know, everybody goes to Dearborn for the cheap gas. I wonder if that's gotten so many people there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They're buying lottery tickets as well.
Appreciate it, Megan. All right, well, from the looks of it, CompuWare could be moving out of the downtown building that's once bore its name. According to a report in Cranes, Detroit, CompuWare is set to move its office from downtown Detroit to Southfield. The software company is now owned by a Houston-based company, and the building, now known as One Campus Martius, is owned by Bedrock.
And we're off and running on a Thursday.
Let's check in with Kim Adams.
Well, it's a beautiful afternoon, but it's a little cooler than it's been in the last several days. 52 now in Pontiac, 50 in Mount Clemens, 51 at Metro Airport, but the warm weather's coming back. Maybe not the 70s, but it's going to be a pretty nice weekend ahead. I'll have your forecast in just a few minutes.
And it's been a very rough week at many local hospitals, especially those who specialize in caring for children. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Ahead, I'll show you what's going around in all ages and how to reduce your risk of catching it.
Interest rates have ticked up now to a generational high.
We are seeing price reductions in homes that are listed,
which no doubt will have an impact on real estate all over Metro Detroit. We're going to take a look at what's happening in the marketplace.